When we first moved to Dubai, I thought, I've done my homework. I've watched all the vlogs, seen all the reels, sunshine, lifestyle, tax-free salary, all that stuff. But once we got here, we soon started to realize the difference between holidaying in Dubai and living in Dubai. There's so much I didn't expect. The type of things people don't put on Instagram stories. The everyday life challenges behind the palm trees and the penthouses. No one warned me about the driving chaos or that I'd be managing my entire life through WhatsApp. If you're thinking about moving here or even just curious, this is the video I wish someone made for me. In Dubai, get ready to live on WhatsApp. At home, at least for me, WhatsApp was reserved to group chats and aunties forwarding conspiracy theories. In Dubai, WhatsApp is the operating system of daily life. If you want to book a doctor's appointment, you go on WhatsApp. You need to lease a car, you WhatsApp the car guy. Ordering flowers, groceries, pickups, all on WhatsApp. At first it feels strange, like why am I sending voice notes to order some contact lenses? You want something, you send a message, it's done. But don't lose your phone, because if you're not on WhatsApp, you're basically off the grid, especially since pretty much all government services are linked to your mobile number. Moving abroad can be exciting, but overwhelming, especially if you're trying to set up a business at the same time. Navigating government authorities, timelines, approvals, it's a lot in a new country. That's why I want to give a quick shout out to GenZone, the fastest growing business setup company in Dubai. They've helped thousands of founders, freelancers, and professionals make the move smoothly. If you're serious about launching your company the right way and want experts guiding you through it, use the link below to book a free consultation with their team. There's no pressure, just smart advice from people who know the system inside out. So let's talk about driving in Dubai, because nobody prepared me for this. On paper, it sounds great. You've got smooth highways, petrol cheaper than a bottle of water, but behind the wheel, it's a different story. The way lanes work out here, Google Maps is not your friend. Just stick to the Waze app. If you miss your exit on a good day, that's 15 minutes added to your journey. On a bad day, you could end up in Abu Dhabi. And then there's the drivers. With so many expats from around the world, it's a complete mix of every single driving style you can imagine. And then you've got Lambos weaving through traffic like it's the Fast and Furious movie, and taxis that will cut in front of you and the Lambos with confidence. The lane markers are more like suggestions and the indicators are optional. I thought driving in London was stressful with its tight roads and endless traffic, but here you're doing 120 on Sheikh Zayed Road and someone's still tailgating you like your brake lights owe them money. And it's usually a Nissan Patrol. But after time, you just learn to expect the unexpected. You drive smarter, but you'll never be as smart as the AI cameras that don't even need to flash to catch you breaking the rules. Dubai teaches you driving confidence, or how to adapt to chaos. I'm still not sure if I'm a better or worse driver than when I first came. There's something different about the energy and atmosphere here in Dubai. People here are chasing goals hard. They're starting businesses, leveling up their lives, and that mindset is contagious. You're surrounded by people who didn't settle. They left their comfort zone, crossed borders, they've taken risks to come here and build something better. It could be your neighbor next door who just launched a startup, or the family next door who moved here with nothing but a suitcase and a plan. The ambition is definitely real, and it's not just the hustle culture. The vibe here is different, especially in communities further away from the tourist traps. Coming from London, you step out your house, straight into your own bubble. Headphones on, don't make eye contact, and you just keep it moving. But in Dubai, people greet you, they smile at you, they say good morning with a genuine warmth, not just as an obligation. And that's rare in a big city. It's a small thing, but it makes a difference, and I'm definitely still adjusting to it. Now I get it. Not everyone can pack up and move to Dubai, and truthfully, you don't need to, because what makes this place special isn't just the skyline and sunshine, it's the mindset. And that mindset, you can start building it right where you are. All you need to do is surround yourself with growth. Look for people who lift up your vision, not lower your standards. And that energy, that drive, it's not just exclusive to Dubai, it's a decision you can make wherever you are. And then there's paying rent on accommodation. When we first started looking for a place before moving, I thought, okay, we'll sort out the deposit, set up a direct debit each month, job done. That's not how it works out here. You don't pay rent monthly. You typically pay it upfront in 1 or 2 checks to cover the entire year. If you're lucky, some landlords might accept 4 or more checks, but that might increase the price on what is already an expensive yearly rent. So then I had to ask ChatGPT to remind me how to fill out a check properly. And for someone fresh off the plane, it's a shock. But here, it's normal. You just have to plan differently, budget more aggressively, and in a way, it teaches you the discipline to think longer term rather than month to month. And for the first time in my entire life, I've written so many checks for so many different things. I've completed a whole checkbook, and I didn't even know that was possible. Now, here's something else nobody really tells you. When you think about Dubai, you think sand, desert, heat, but the reality is there's a lot of greenery. There's neighborhoods wrapped in palm trees, parks, lakes, grass, roundabouts looking like they're manicured gardens. I'm walking through my community, seeing all of this greenery and hearing the birds tweeting. It's crazy, but there's a catch. Sometimes they use recycled toilet water on the plants, which is great for the environment, but if you walk by at the wrong time of day, you just have to be prepared for a bad smell sometimes. Holidaying here can be so different to living, and moving to Dubai gave us the opportunity for change and growth that we were looking for. You hear about the brunches, the luxury car rentals, the day parties, but nobody tells you about these everyday things. So if you're thinking about making the move or just curious about what life here really looks like, I hope this gave you a small glimpse beyond the highlight reels. And if it did, hit the like button, subscribe for more real stories. Drop a comment below telling me what's the one thing you'd want to know before making a move like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.